Hey, Thomas Tapp here, and today we have an awesome video for you. If you're like most people, you're sitting all the time. You're sitting at school, you're sitting at work, you're sitting while driving in the car. Even while watching this video, you're probably sitting. And what comes with sitting? Tight hips. And tight hips can lead to knee pain, lower back pain, and can really affect your athletic abilities. Also, we tend to carry a lot of tension and stress throughout the day in our hips. So in this video, you're gonna get one simple exercise to open up the hips. You're also gonna get 3 variations of these that you can do in home right after watching this video. And today we have a special guest who's gonna be jumping on here. Caitlin Geier, our ginger sister. She's part of the Blue 8 group with us, and she's the dance and flexibility expert that we look to. And many of the more popular videos on this channel were actually inspired by her teachings. So we're gonna head over to the Blue 8 studio, and she's gonna share with you her her best exercise for opening up the hips. And make sure to watch this video all the way to the end because we're going to be sharing with you a full follow-along stretching routine that you can follow along with Caitlin and I absolutely for free at the end of this video. So let's go meet up with Caitlin and let's do this.
Hey, I'm Caitlin and I'm here with Thomas and I'm going to show you a little hip opener stretch today. It's a version of pigeon. I'm going to show it to you 3 different ways so you've got a few modifications to see, what feels best for you. Let's get started.
Awesome.
So first let's do it standing. First things first, find a good sturdy chair. Most of us in our house have like one heavy sitting chair somewhere. And you've got kind of some different options with a good heavy chair. You have either this kind of top portion or like the side arm. Depending on how flexible you are, if you're more flexible, you want to go to the higher portion of the chair. And if you're less flexible, go to the bottom portion of the chair.
I'll definitely be down here.
And then just make sure that it's a heavy chair. You don't want to be going on a folding chair for this one. It might topple over on you. You really need to have something you can place your weight into comfortably. Let's start with our right leg. Flex your foot and kind of drape it across a nice straight line. So you want a straight line from your heel all the way out to your knee. Make sure that all 5 toes are facing in towards your chair. And then from here, just stand really tall. For some of us with really tight hips, you're already going to be feeling a stretch on the outside of your hip just standing tall in this position. Yeah. So if you need a little bit deeper stretch here, you can think tall again and with a nice flat back, start leaning and lengthening forward. This is going to make that stretch go a little bit deeper. Generally, you're going to hold this stretch for about 30 seconds. We have like this little organ called our Golgi tendon organ, and it's in there generally designed to make sure we don't tear our muscles. So off the bat, it's going to kind of tighten up. But if you give it time, if you get it 30 seconds, it also is in charge of releasing your muscles when you're wanting to stretch as well. So give it that 30 seconds before you quit. And that's sort of your pigeon prep standing up. Let's do it seated. What you want to be looking for in this position are hips staying straight across from each other, and then a nice 90-degree angle here, and again, a strong, really strong flexed foot. And the best thing to do is sort of continue to think about wrapping this hip down. Okay. Now, if that means your right butt cheek kind of has to come up off the floor, that's okay. You have a couple different options for how you can manage that. You can use your upper body weight. This makes it a little bit more of like strength and stretch at the same time because you're sort of managing your weight with your arms. Or we could grab a pillow. So lift your booty up and then drop it down.
There we go. And
this is going to give a little bit more support here so that the stretch can be just a little more passive. If you need more than that, feel free, jam a couple pillows under there. Don't be shy, just keep stacking until you feel like you've got a stretch that feels good and passive, but still stretches you a bit. The other thing you want to check in with is really pulling up out of the left side, or this right side of your body. So the foot that's on the ground in front, you want to think long and tall out of this side. Now, if you're really more flexible, I'm pretty flexible, and for me, I struggle to find stretches that take me like really deep into something if I want to do an overstretch. So if you're on the flexible side of things, from here you can start to walk your hands forward. And then this, I find, really helps me find that good stretch that I'm looking for by either leaning my elbows down towards the floor or even further, dropping all the way down. And you would do this on both sides, holding for about 30 seconds to a minute. And that's pigeon sitting. All right, so now we're going to take this into more of a laying down position. Sometimes I prefer to do this because it just feels a lot more like at ease, a little easier. I'm not fighting gravity on it. So what you do is put your feet kind of out in front of you. You're going to sort of lay all the way down. And now from here, just take your left foot. We'll do it on our left side this time. We're going to take our left foot, flex it, and cross it over your right leg. And what you're looking for is this knee to be nice and turned out. So you want to like extend it as far open as you can. So now you're going to slowly pick your right leg up off the floor. And then you're going to take your left hand and you're going to sort of thread the needle. So you're going to thread right through. And then your right hand's going to grab the outside and you can sort of draw that knee in towards you. And the more you do that, the deeper the stretch on the outside of your hip gets. If you're a little more flexible and you want to like make it more difficult for yourself, you can take your hand and as you're pulling in with your right, press away with your left. So when you're doing this at home, just really make sure you're breathing deep. You only pull in until you start to feel that stretch. Don't try and force anything. Just pull in as far as you can, take a deep breath, and then relax for a good 30 seconds. At the end of that, see if you can pull yourself just a little closer and then stay for another 15. It's a good one to do right before bed, like right before you go to sleep to sort of relax your body. It's also a really good one to do right in the morning to kind of make sure you're waking up and
Get that good
starting
stretch
the day with some nice open outer hips, make your movement nice and fluid and easy.
Nice.
All right.
All right, so I want to give a big thanks. Caitlin, thanks for jumping on.
Yeah,
She's shown us so much already, so I really appreciate it. Make sure to do that stretch, open those hips up, and then also I got something even more awesome for you, and that is a full sequence of hip opening stretches, a full routine, 15 minutes. Caitlin's going to take you through it, and it's just incredible. So make sure to pick that up totally for free. You can download that down below in the description. Also, Caitlin, you host classes here as well, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, if you're in the Los Angeles area and you want to come take some live classes from anyone in the Blue 8 crew, we have so many different styles that we train. So check out the link below to see our schedule. We do classes with kids, with adults, all ages. So come check us out if you're in the area.
So make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Also, make sure to subscribe to Caitlin's channel with the Blue 8. They just started up, so look forward to seeing some great training and tips on there soon. As always, train safe. I'll see you in the next video.